Toronto's striking cityscape unfolds before you, a feast for your eyes. You recline in a plush sofa in your spacious suite at the Shangri-La Hotel in Toronto. From this vantage point, you gaze upon the gleaming city that is Canada's largest metropolis. The day begins in the hotel's health club. You notice the pool engulfed in natural light, with cascading water features and contemporary chandeliers above, enhancing the ethereal experience. You decide to discover Toronto, setting off from the hotel's central location in the heart of the city. The concierge desk offers the option of hotel cars, ready to take you to luxury boutiques within mere minutes. North of the prestigious University Avenue is the Art Gallery of Ontario. Westward lies the city's theatre district. To the south is a vibrant waterfront area dotted with boutiques and cafes. In the opposite direction, Yonge Street, Toronto's noted thoroughfare, is brimming with life. Your options are unending and you can't wait to begin. Before you know it, the afternoon sky soon gives way to deep hues of sunset. You head back to the hotel with an appetite and stop in the hotel's lobby lounge for afternoon tea or dim sum. The day has been enchanted and you retire to the plush comforts of your room. Beyond floor-to-ceiling windows, the dazzling city winds down as you slip between luxurious soft sheets. This is bliss, right here at Shangri-La Hotel, Toronto. Hello everyone, my name is Gamefruitpulp. Welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Building Toronto. Today we're taking a look at the Shangri-La Hotel, and I thought that this video, a good way to start it would have been reading this sort of short story that is actually on the Shangri-La Hotel's website. I'm pretty excited to be taking a look at this build, but before we get into it, of course, we have a sponsor for today's video, return sponsor, and that is our good friend, the subscribe button. If you've been enjoying the content on my channel, be sure to subscribe to make sure you catch videos in the future, and I hope you guys enjoy this video as well. Today we're going to hop into the details of the Shangri-La Hotel. So the Shangri-La Hotel sits at 188 University Avenue, which is the northwest corner of University and Adelaide. It's a pretty interesting building. One of the things that's sort of interesting about it is this is the beginning of where University splits into two separate roadways with a sort of median in the middle. So it's a pretty important location in the city from a geographical standpoint. It really helps establish, from a vertical look at the map, it's a sort of marked departure from the normal grid pattern of the city of Toronto. There's quite a bit of information about the Shangri-La, so we're going to go over some of that today. It was opened in October of 2012. There's 68 floors in total and 17 elevators. And the total square footage of the building with all of the floors is 873,270 square feet. It was designed by James K.M. Chang and built by the West Bank Projects Corporation, who also built the Shangri-La Hotel in Vancouver. For those of you who don't know, I get all this kind of information from Wikipedia, so if you want to read more about it, just be sure to check out the Wikipedia page on the hotel. The building is 214 meters tall, and it is one of the 15 tallest buildings in Toronto. The hotel component is run by Shangri-La Hotels and Resorts, and it has 202 guest rooms and suites. The condominium portion of the building occupies the upper floors and consists of 393 units. Excavation of the site started in 2008, and work on the parking garage began in early 2009. The Shangri-La Hotel is located at University Avenue and Adelaide Street, in an area just west of the financial district that has seen rapid growth in recent years. The site was previously home to a number of smaller structures, most notably the historic Bishop's Block. The Bishop's Block was built in the 1830s by John Bishop, who built a series of Georgian row houses on the site. Most of the buildings were eventually torn down and replaced with a large parking lot, with one exception. The one exception was a structure that served as one of the city's first hotels, and then for many decades as a pub, the Pretzel Bell Tavern, which became a popular hangout for the Toronto Maple Leafs. It too was abandoned for several decades, but as a heritage structure, it was not torn down. This building was disassembled for the construction of the Shangri-La Hotel, but the developers had pledged to rebuild and restore the Bishop's Block as part of the project. Prior to the excavation, the site was subject to several months of archaeological exploration, and many artifacts from the city's early history were found. At 102 feet, or 31 meters, the Shangri-La Toronto was the second deepest excavation for a building in Canada's history, with only Scotia Plaza being deeper. This was done to create an 8-level below-grade parking garage. So definitely some interesting facts about the map, or about the build, I should say. And I am, like I said at the beginning of this video, I'm really excited to be showcasing this, because it's one of our first real monuments on the west end of the map. I've spent a lot of time focusing on the builds in the east end, but the Shangri-La is definitely a building that is sort of monumental on the west end of the map. It towers over all the other buildings on University. It's tallest, by far the tallest north of north of Wellington. And so it really establishes our expansion into the west end of the map, and I'm sort of excited to tour it with you guys today and give you guys our version of the famous build. So when you're looking at our version compared to the version that obviously is in real life, we did try our best to capture as much of the details as possible. As you see our interiors now, as we move in from the interiors, something new for this video that I'm always trying to improve on my content is something we're doing this video is we're going to have comparisons of our version of the build to the actual version. So you see right now we have a picture on screen of an interior, and then followed by another interior, the same interior we were trying to capture. And I thought that this would be a good idea to include, just so you guys can see. It's easier to capture, it's easier for me to showcase some of these different methods of trying to capture the build as accurately as possible when I do things like that. So that is something I decided to do. And then in between, we sort of just keep panning through the build. We go in to look at some of the condo units that were built as well. So our version of the build was built by ZY Chen and Seth Bacon. They're working together. You're going to see them working together in quite a few builds going forward. And our team is actually trying to focus more on team builds as opposed to individual builds, just because we think that it's a more effective way of building, and it's more enjoyable for our players. So here's a picture of the spa inside the hotel. There's our version of it, which you saw a little bit earlier when we did a fly through. And then you'll see what we were trying to capture as well. And I think with the sort of trying to do the best we can, because obviously interiors are difficult in Minecraft, I think that overall we did a pretty good job of capturing all the details that we could. And I'm really happy with how this building turned out. It looks amazing, especially with the shaders. Like it looks almost identical to how it looks in real life. And the colors are as spot on as we could get them. And I'm really excited to see how this map is sort of progressing and moving forward, and it definitely keeps me motivated to keep building. And I know last week I put out a video sort of saying I was getting a little bit burnt out, and it was amazing when you complete a couple buildings like this. When the team completes a couple buildings like this, your motivation just comes back, and you're ready to keep building. And so here's some examples of the exterior of the building, and this is where you really see the hard work that Seth and ZY Chen put in. You can see the buildings, they look almost identical, and it's really quite cool to see. So there's our version, and then here is the real version, and you can see the glass patterns. Everything is really close. They did a really good job of capturing it, and it really just helps bring the project to life with things like this, right? Like when you have these skyscrapers that are sort of dotted out around the map like they are in Toronto, it helps bring the project to life. And when you look down at the street level, there's the pots, the entrance to the Shangri-La Hotel, Bishop's Block over there, the brick building, all these little details that we make sure to capture, things like the interiors, really I think make this project quite unique and quite special. And so I'm really excited. The lobby was done by ZY Chen, and he did an incredible job. It looks super good. And then our last sort of side-by-side shot is a street level from University, and you can see there you got the Momofuku restaurant, you got the Shangri-La's lobby, you got a little bit of University, and when you look at the side-by-side, the angle's not quite the same, but it's pretty close. And when you look at the side-by-side, it's like almost identical. You look at Momofuku, the building itself looks the same. You got the trees on University. It's just really well done. This is probably one of our best built projects, and I feel like I've been saying that more and more often lately, and it's just a sign that the more the team works on this project, the better we're getting at it. If you look at our first builds and you look at each builder's first build on the project compared to their most recent one, you see dramatic improvements over the quality of the build, and I think that that's something that we should be really proud about, and something that really shows that the more we work on this project, the farther out we get, the better it's becoming, and so that's something that's really exciting to me, and something I hope that excites you guys as well. But that is everything in this video. If you're new to the channel and you enjoyed, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you're a returning viewer and you enjoyed, be sure to hit that like button and share the channel with some of your friends. Make sure that all your friends that play Minecraft have seen this project, because if you like it, chances are they'll like it as well. That is everything. If you want to check out the server, IP is in the description down below. Come on and join and explore the world. And yeah, that's everything. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. My name is Gamefruitpulp. This has been Minecraft Building Toronto, and I will catch you guys all next time. Have a good one.